Hey everybody, welcome back to another video of me being sick. Alright, welcome back anyways guys to another video back on more F122. At the title of this video, this was my best race to come. We finally shined on open lobbies. No ghosting, okay, no ghosting. It was actually somewhat competitive, but we'll get to that race in the last race as well. But we're here in ML1 once again. We already raced here before in open lobbies. We're back once again. 5 red lights. We're now underway here for the Imola GP for a cheeky 5-lap race. Okay start, but the AlphaTauri ultimately gets ahead of us, so he actually got a much better start than we did. Anyways, dumping overtake once again. We're gonna go down into the couple of chicanes. The Aston Martin goes around the outside, so he actually does get past us. But we're gonna go around back the outside. So we actually do get ahead of the Aston Martin, which sets us up into P2 once again. Now it's the ultimate chase to beat Louis Gamer 867. That is the ultimate goal, is to beat him. But as you can tell, it's going to be very hard to as well, because we are technically behind him, but we'll have to dump much overtake, because this guy is relatively quicker than us. He sets a 128, we set a 121.4, to be fair, with the first lap, so it doesn't really matter. Anyways, we're in the slip shape of the AlphaTauri once again. We go down into the couple of chicanes. We actually do get better turn-in than he does, so he was really struggling. Almost lost the back end there once again. Looks like the rears were getting shot. Teammates in the pits. Must have been some first lap carnage back there as well. But what can I say relatively about this race? Pace was good. We actually pulled away from the guys behind us. The Aston Martin really didn't stand a chance behind us. Same as the Mercedes, as the Red Bull as well. But there was someone actually us behind there that actually did set a pretty decent lap time, set a good benchmark. I don't know who it was. I think it's Jojo Lancer. I believe he was actually relatively quick in this lobby. We set a purple sector 1, we set a green sector 2 once again, going down into the next couple of corners and chicanes. Corners and chicanes to set up a very good exit here, as much as we can. Go down to the last couple of corners once again. The AlphaTauri does take more curb than we do, but we're going to take less curb. As we take a little bit more curb, we're going to set up for a good exit here once again. Do not spin out. Learn the hard way multiple times on that one. Anyways, DRS enabled now. Once again, we're in the slip stream. We're dumping as much overtake as we can. 30% battery, now 25. We're going to dump a lot of battery here, but we're not going to fight it this time, because there's ultimately no point. You got the DRS. Anyways, coming out. Now we have DRS on lap 4 of this race. AlphaTauri trying to break the toe a little bit. We're going to be in the toe. We're going to dump more overtake. We're actually on not a lot of battery left. We're going to take a move. We're going to take the racing line. We're going to go around the outside of the AlphaTauri as much as we can. Can we make the move sick? We're going to go around the outside in the chicane. Once again, the AlphaTauri with a brilliant defense there, as he will get ahead of us finally. I shouldn't be celebrating about that, but that was some great defending. I actually gave him props for that too. But anyways, we're going to try once again in the slipstream here, but we don't get the move stick because we just can't fight it. Ultimately, he was just relatively quicker than us today. But there is still a chance here. Once again, he could easily make a mistake, but we're on 5% battery, so we're going to have to charge a lot of battery until we go down into coming into the next couple of corners, going through the 2 straights before the front stretch as much as we can. Dumping a little bit of overtake here, going up the hill, going through the next couple of corners once again, but he just got great traction and just much fresher tires. I feel like his tires, he was using less tires than I was. Well, he does break a little bit earlier there too, which was kind of shocked me, because I was breaking a little bit later, but I was obviously pushing the car once again. We set another green sector 1, so we are pushing a lot on this lap, but this is the time we have to dump as much overtake as we can. But he's going to dump a lot more overtake. He saved up a lot of battery this lap. He had a good exit. He's ultimately going to beat us ahead. There is still a chance once again, but ultimately we're not going to get the move stick. He will ultimately get ahead of us here, which is unfortunate, but at the end of the day, it's whatever. Congrats to him. Fortunately, it's an L for us. But we are here for another open lobby, as I think it's the same lobby once again. We switched teams. We're now in the Alfa Romeo, which is my favorite car in this game. I don't know, it's just nice. That and the McLaren, that and the Ferrari, those are my two kind of go-to cars. I sometimes like to drive the McLaren, but that's a different story. But anyways, except for a cheeky one lap quali or one shot qualifying, we do make a mistake. Once again, we ride the Gravel. Once again, we're just good at choking laps away, I guess, on one lap pace. I prefer full sessions. Now you see why. I make multiple mistakes. Very inconsistent driver, I am. In qualifying at least. But anyways, it doesn't stop the fact that we actually still might have a chance to actually get a decent qualifying position if we play our cards right. Once again, Spain. We already raced here before. Not my favorite track. The new layout. Ultimately, I like how they did change everything. It's a lot more realistic, but obviously, maybe next year, hopefully, the track will be better. Because there have been talks about removing the last chicanes. We're actually a second down on this lap. As we surprised it's not a penalty, it just exceeded track limits warning, which I'm shocked about because technically that would have been a penalty in real life. But since this is a game and clearly just regular corner cutting, it doesn't really matter. Anyways, you get some good rotation of those corners. We actually do set up for P3 now on this grid lineup, as we might actually have a shot to get P2 here. Can we get P2? No, we don't. We're going to set up for P3 on the grid. Here in Spain, once again, in front of an American. Sweet. Anyways, 5 red lights here as we are going to now come underway for the Spanish GP here in Barcelona. Okay, start. That wasn't the greatest start. The Red Bull actually might have a chance to jump on us once again. But looks like he will not. As side by side now between the Alpine and the Mercedes. But Mercedes ultimately the mistake, but we're going to go down the right more curves. We actually get a little bit of a loose exit. We actually hit the Red Bulls. We hit the Ferraris. We spin out. Right back to our original form. Yeah, I don't know. I just lost the rear. Just once again, it's hard to go flat out through the corner. It really is on this year's game. Personally, I know people have a lot of hatred, but for this game, personally, I think it's an okay game. Anyways, look at that Red Bull. Completely annihilated the wall. But, like I said previously, yeah, very difficult to still lose the rear. Tire temperatures are crucial in this game. Lost the grip a lot. Fast forward to the last lap. Once again, I mean, it was just another one of those races where you just wanted to just forget. You know, get a Mercedes that actually spun around because we weren't really fighting for anything. We were just more fighting for, basically, we were just pushing along, trying to gain on the Red Bull and stuff, but we actually didn't gain. But the Ferrari actually spun out as we're going to set up for P7. So, that's a win for us. There you go. But, we don't care for that. We care for the last race. And we'll go into that after we look at the result. P7, we don't care. Let's get on into Silverstone. This was probably one of my better laps I've had in qualifying in a while. This is a lap that it just connected. Everything just connected well. Easily one of my best laps. We do make a little bit of mistake though. Try not to ride that sausage, but anyways, it was just a great lap, as you'll see through this lap. Going into the next couple of corners, once again we going down into Woodcut as much as we can. Running some less wings. We changed the wings up a little bit. The front actually felt really good. The front was planted. Going now through Woodcut as we were going to go down the old pit straight here, going out into Kopp's Corner. Anyways, like I said though, the car was just sticking through the whole lap as much as we can, but we cannot guarantee our P1 yet because we do not know the result of everybody else. But once again, go through Kopp's Corner, ride as much curb as you can, going through Maggots and Baggots, one of my favorite corners in F1. It shows the true speed of an F1 car. I feel like once again, I'm surprised we did not invalidate there. Very crucial to not invalidate. Going out into the next corner once again, setting up for the last couple of corners. Once again, 6th gear. Now down to 5th a little bit. Just had to minimize the rotation a little bit of understeer. Now going through the next couple of chicanes, or through goes Hamilton as well. Down to 4th gear once again. Can we get pole position here? We're going to go down the brace. 100% throttle, as that is pole position for the British GP here in Silverstone. Almost by half a second. Amazing. Oh my god. That was my best lap in a while. Honestly, since that when I did a career mode lap in Abu Dhabi, that lap just stuck. And that sets us up for a good position for pole position. Amazing. Anyways, we're going to change the strategy. We're going to go medium to soft. That's just what I do. There's going to be multiple safety cars. 100%. This is open lobby. You're not going to have a clean race unless safety cars are turned off. Anyways, 5 red lights now. We got to get a good start here much as we can. We're now underway here for Silverstone once again. Hammer actually gets a better start than us, so we don't actually get the great start. Once again, he's on the soft, so he got a much better launches again. Down the 6th gear once again. VSC already deployed already. Wow. That was relatively quick. Trying to get taken out. Okay, how is that an illegal overtake? We were clearly P2. Okay, whatever. Just long race. Just let her have it. We'll let him have it. He's lucky. As long as we don't lose position to P4, but we get caught napping here once again as the Alpine gets ahead of us once again as we got caught napping on that restart. Once again, don't know what happened there, but long race to go in this race. We actually do get our first warning of the race. Looks like we track extended there once again. Going through maggots and baggots now in the dirty air of the Alpine, which is not great 100%, but someone looks like he's out of the session. As look at that traffic behind us down by Woodcut, and now going down the old pit straight. A lot of cars back there. As it's a pretty big gap to about, I want to say the McLaren. It's a huge gap between the top 4, which is the Aston, the Red Bull, the Alpine, and us as well. The Red Bull does have a 5-second penalty in front of us. Someone looks like crashed out through looks like through the last going into sector 3. It looks like that was a McLaren that crashed out once again. Someone crashed between maggots and baggots as well, so it's not 100% great. The Alpine is very, very quick. A safety car has now deployed, so this sets us up actually for maybe success. We could actually maybe, these guys are on softs. The preferred strategy is they have to pit lap 4. They might pit now, honestly. We don't know. They might pit for mediums completely and go to the end. And I think all 3 of them are going to do. Yes, they actually all 3 do pit for softs. As we're actually not. We're going to stay out on our mediums because the mediums are still good. They're literally like 5%. They're good. There's no point of pitting. There's just no point in pitting. Mainly because you just, what's the point? Anyways, fast forward 2 laps. We're the control car. We'll back the field up a lot as we can for our safety car restart. This is the first time we actually did a safety car restart. Still on controller once again, as you could tell. Mainly every assist is turned off. I think we have 1 assist on. I can't remember what assist it was. It's not racing line. It's something else. But anyways, this lobby it was a pretty quick lobby, as we're going to still back up the field once again. I think we're going to launch it going through the chicane. I think we're going to launch it right about now, as I think we actually might do. Going through 3rd gear now. We're going to slow the pack down. We are going to launch it now, going through 3rd gear. As we're now back underway here for the British GP here in Silverstone, trying to break the toe from the Haas. Do not want the Haas getting a toe, but the Aston actually got caught napping there once again. I don't know if anybody got damage to the back, as that's clearly an extended track limits. Holy crap. As someone actually, the 241 actually does have a drive-through once again. But anyways, we're going to continue on in this race. We're going to push on lap 5 of this race once again. Now everyone else, they're going to be on mediums, so I guess we have to pray for another safety car. But the big guy, small car in the Haas, he actually is on the soft, so he's going to be a little bit quicker, a little bit on tires. But our tires, they're actually pretty good. We got them in the right window. We warmed them up a lot. Once again, just during the restart, we were obviously warming up the tires. We were lighting up the rears a lot, doing a cheeky little drift. Once again, we go a little bit wide through that corner. Once again, we actually do get a strategy change lap 8 to pit for softs, which I am totally okay with. Once again, as going through maggots and baggots once again, trying not to make any little mistake as we can. Get a good exit through maggots and baggots now, set up for the next straight. He's going to dump overtake. We're dumping overtake as well. He's actually running less. He's got a much faster car in the straight line than we do. I don't know if he's just Clearly, he's just less wings. You can tell by that. Plus, he's also on the softs too, so that might actually be a key difference. Could be a key difference. Anyways, back here, as had to take a quick little pause there as well. Anyways, we set the fast lap of the race though, but it's not going to guarantee us because I believe someone else will set a faster lap behind us in the softs. Actually, no, they don't. So sweet, we actually are the quickest guy on track, but that Haas is super fast. He's very quick. Actually, we get a time penalty. That is not great. So we might have to serve that in our pit stop, which might compromise our race. Looks like someone crashed out in the back. I believe someone crashed by Woodcut. That was the Alpine there once again. 4-second gap though to Hammer though. I mean, I was debating on if I was kind of debating on for a safety car, honestly, at this point. I knew we weren't going to be super strong through this stint. Big guy, small car, sits fast left, but oh, safety car? Maybe? Oh my god. Okay, yeah, safety car? It is safety car! Sweet! We're going to go into the pit stop, we're going to pit for soft tires. That is probably the happiest I've ever been in a while. Anyways, surprised the Hammer doesn't pit. I'm really surprised Hammer did not pit. He's actually in the gamble. Same as the Red Bull. He didn't pit either. They're going to hang out on the mediums. Everyone's got some fresh softs that they can use. Everyone has fresh softs. As we're actually not going to serve our penalty, which is a bit gut-wrenching, but at the same time, it would be better for us in the long term here once again. I thought I was going to get held up by the Haas. There was a Haas coming down the pit lane as well. But anyways, what we're going to do, I think we're going to start P3. Oh, no, P4. Looks like we have 2 Red Bulls and an Aston Martin to get through to win this race. So, as I said, could we win this? Everyone else is on softs. Everyone else behind us is on softs. Besides big guy, small cars, on mediums. But these guys are both on worn out softs and hards. So, this could set up for an easy P1, but we do have a time penalty too, so we have to somehow get past these guys pretty quickly. Actually, looks like someone crashed there as the Aston got hit by the Red Bull, as he's going to now launch it off, setting up a lap 10 of this race. We have to somehow manage to pull a 3-second gap, but we have to get through this field fast up. First up, Red Bull who's ghosting. Get out of my way. I'm on a charge. Fresh softs, as we have to keep an eye on Peretta too, because he's on some fresh softs as well. But I believe he actually got crashed out there. Anyways, lap 11. Gonna dump some overtake here once again. We're gonna probably set up a move now going through Cup's corner. Not 100% sure. We'll see as we go on into this race. Hammer does not have a time penalty, but this guy does. We're gonna go down the inside on Cups. Almost had a collision, but did not. Anyways, through Magus. He takes a little bit of the outside curb. Looks like his car rode the curb as well. So that's not 100% great. We're going to line him up going now into that down the next straight. Dumping overtake. We're going to go down the inside. He's going to prefer to have the racing line. We go down the inside. We set up for now P2 of this race. 2 laps to go now. Now we have to somehow get by Hammer as quick as we can to pull a 3-second gap. But Hammer, once again, I mean, his car's quick. He's got a quick car. He's pretty quick too. But he's on the mediums. We are on the softs, so we're going to be in a rocket ship. He actually is lacking a lot. He doesn't have a great straight line speed. We have a lot more. We're getting better in the corner. He runs a little bit wide there through the corner now, going through Woodcut. We're more sticking on the inside than he is. As we're going to get a decent extra once again. We're going to dump overtake around 22% battery. Going now down the old pit straight into Cups corner. This is going to be crucial for us to get a good run down the Cups. Hammer gets a little bit wide. We actually do stick it out, as he actually does get a time penalty. So, no worry about that. All we have to do is get past him once again. Go through Magus and Baggets. Looks like he rode once again. I think that's another warning, because that's clearly exceeding track limits once again. We're going to set him up here for the move down into the next straight. We're going to go around the Aston Martin. We're going to dummy him a little bit. We now take the lead of the British GP here, coming out to the last lap of the race. This was insane. Cannot make a mistake though. Cannot make a mistake. It's very crucial to not make a mistake. We cannot get another penalty. I believe around 2 more. I believe another warning. We'll get a 6-second penalty. Fast lap of the race now. We are complete. We're gone. We're on a rocket ship. Last lap of the race. Cannot make any more mistakes. Just have to bring it home. I don't even care for fastest lap. I'm just going to bring it home as much as we can. The 3-second penalty won't matter at the end of the day. It probably will not matter. As much as we can. Anyways, he's not going to get ahead of us though. He's 8 seconds back. He's not going to get a good slipstream. But coming through the next chicane and the last few corners, we're going to win. Around Silverstone, we actually win a race. We already won before, but we win against actual people that are not ghosted. W. That honestly was probably one of my better races in a while. We got lucky, alright? We did get lucky. That strategy was lucky. The Alfa Romeo is luck. It is clutch. This is why I love driving this car. I just get complete luck. But P1 around Silverstone. I feel bad for Hammer. I really do. But he just, once again, just struggled under pressure. You should have put it for the sauce, but we just ultimately, safety car came out at the right time and we set off. And honestly, we probably wouldn't even gotten on the podium. But once again, luck was on our side. That is P1. But anyways, very good race. Played the strategy right, and once again, it's just amazing. As you could look at our lap times, it's pretty quick lap times. But thank y'all for watching. This is my best race in a while. It was just so good. I mean, the strategy, my pace was ultimate. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna try to get better. These next couple of days. Trying to get sick. Enjoy the rest of your day, folks, and I'll see y'all in the next one.